Hello everyone, welcome to the newest edition of Team Johnson Outdoors. In today's episode, Pup, Parker, and I head up to Lake of the Woods to do some ice camping. My neighbor Sean and his friend Charlie came with us. While we were ice camping, we got in some walleye fishing and some pike fishing. We had some really good action and caught some really nice fish. I hope you enjoy this episode because it was an amazing trip. Stay tuned. All right, we are in Baudette on our way out to Lake of the Woods. We just stopped in at the Wigwam Resort and got our road pass. Pup's got a map and some information.
All right, so we're hitting the lake here off the Wigwam Resort. The rumor has it is walleyes are good in the morning and the evening. 15 to 20 or 18 to 22 feet of water.
Yep.
Now, I'm not gonna say that's the way it is all the time, but we are up here now. It's what, March 18th? No, March 19th, because I think they actually have the bar closed tonight for a staff party. So anyway, we're gonna go out probably a mile and set up our camp for pretty much for 4 days here.
Yeah. To
do walleye fishing in the mornings and the evenings. Come in and do the pikes and the kind of that midday type stuff. Pretty much in the same spot that we always fish. If you ever watch any of our videos, if you haven't, maybe we'll throw some links down in the description for you. But we're gonna go just right off Pine Island, and then we're gonna hook a right and kind of head towards the Canadian border. The river here enters the lake there, and we've always done pretty good there with some pike. Now she is saying that the pike bite has been pretty good inside the bay here, 4 Mile Bay, but we always like to go out past Pine Island. But anyway, that's the report here. That's the plan. All we need to do now is execute said plan, which
Easier said than done sometimes.
Easier said than done sometimes. But anyway, so we got, obviously, me and Scott. Parker's in the back. Sean and his buddy Charlie's following us here. So we're gonna give it the old college try.
Yeah, there are quite a few shacks right here in the bay. All right, we're in the middle of getting set up, and the rattle reel went off. Maybe? Nope. All right, Parker, what do we have there?
Small little walleye sauger.
All right, does that have any black dots on the fin?
No.
Nope. And it's got a white tip. Look at the tail.
Oh.
It's got a white tip. So a little walleye. Here, turn it sideways. All right, and that was on the rattle reel?
Yep.
All right, first fish of the trip.
And this is a sauger.
All right, Parker's got another one. Gosh, I should start fishing.
What do we got?
All right.
Little sauger?
Little sauger, yep. I see some black dots.
Probably like a sauger.
All right, what do you got on for your lure, bud?
This is this, and I had a minnow head.
Water spoon?
The
The minnow head? All right.
And I was sitting, I was playing a game of Coops on my phone.
All right.
I just saw it on the left.
Good deal. Did you see it on there?
Yep, I
Oh,
saw
cool.
it come right up to my lure.
Okay. We'll get more into the live scope a little bit later, but this is kind of our setup for now. All right. Papa's just showing me his diesel heater, so. All right, yeah, there's players right there. All right, let's take a look at that. All right. Yeah, why don't you get on the board here?
I was doing 12 inches
Hey,
or 15
Pop.
inches.
What are we doing for our own personal limit, pup? 12 or 13 to keep?
For sauger?
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with sauger?
Okay, well, that one's 13. All right. Nice job. We'll put that in the fish fry bucket.
Yeah, and I'm sitting in the fish fry bucket.
We'll figure it out.
Hey Scott, I got some lines down here. Oh, there he is. Feels nice. Oh. Sauger. Nice one too. Tell you what, when they came in, they had some nice red lines on my Vexillor. Alright guys, nice Lake of the Woods sauger. You can tell by the black dots and no white tip on the tail. And this guy is 14 inches. We're gonna put him in the bucket because we're gonna end up having a fish fry out here. So that's actually the first line I've seen so far. And I had just taken out my other rod with this Berkeley War Pigs, the 2-inch. That's when they came in. I'll show you here in a second. Well, actually, I'll do it right now. So here's what I'm using. I'm going with that classic Wonder Bread that I always like, glow in the dark with just a minnow head. We're fishing in about, what, 22 feet of water, and came right off the bottom. All right, kind of the way that I've always had it here. I got my table. And actually, this is gonna be the first time that I have my diesel heater going here. It's probably been running for about half an hour. I'm setting 5, and we're up to almost 60 degrees in here. As always, I have the rattle reel down. Here's my sleeping quarters. My black bins fit perfectly underneath my bench / bed. So I have my sleeping bag in one of those 3. And then I'm jigging out of the Vexillor hole here. Rubber mats. And actually you can see over here where the heater's blowing. It's dried up pretty nice so far. I got my slippers on. We're really roughing it. Anyway, that's the setup in my 650 XDP.
Okay, we got one right on the rattle reel. There you go. All right. Just drop it back down.
He's going for you, Dad.
He went away. So that's what it looks like on the live scope, and then that's what it looks like on my Helix. So you can definitely see the line near the bottom. Now he's back again. There's actually 2 down there, I think. Looks like he's on the rattle reel. Huh. Just don't want to take it. Looking at yours, Parker. Looked at the rattle reel first. Only turned around. Then we looked at Parker's. Now he's right down back to bottom. So these fish are just kind of showing up right off the bottom. Back at the rattle reel again. Okay.
Don't move it, don't move it, don't move it.
There. Oh, I had him. Darn it. All right, Pup got me out of bed this morning. What time is it? Oh, Jesus.
1:45.
Okay, 1:45. What'd you get? Oh, my God. Holy cow. Are you kidding me right now? Did you? Holy fucking. Look at the size of that thing. Holy man. Pup. Hey, I put the minnow on that one.
Okay, there you go.
Nice. Holy buckets. Let me get a couple pictures real quick. Nice. Oh my God. Nice job, Pup.
Oh.
Holy cow. Alright, let's get on the bump board here. Look at that fish. Holy man.
Okay.
Don't be turning it.
Oh,
That's a fat one.
look how big that thing is. Not even 29. Oh, 29.
29.
29 and a quarter.
It's a hair over.
Look at the belly on that thing.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the belly is...
Is that a keeper? Is that a
The belly itself, let's say it's 20,
20.
right?
to
So-
7.
7 inches thick. I mean, it's, well, you know what? Actually, that behind me.
A quick weight on it, 10.05. 10.05. Yeah, holy cow.
Okay.
Look at the size, look at the belly on that thing. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Good. It's a lot of fish to go 36 inches straight up and down.
There he goes.
Yeah.
That's a big fish.
Nice job. Holy cow.
On that little,
Yeah.
I mean, my hook isn't very big either.
On just a regular tiny, look at that, little tiny red hook and a little tiny minnow.
Maybe I should have put a rattle reel down.
Oh my gosh. I thought you caught like maybe a burbot or something, right? When I first came over and he lifted that thing out, I'm just like, am I dreaming? Like,
12:51. Oh, so yeah, so probably, yeah, 1:45.
oh, you said it's 12:51?
Right.
Okay, I've only been sleeping for about an hour and a half. Holy man. Okay. Solid. That's awesome. Good morning, everyone. Got one on the rattle reel.
What? Where am I?
Got one on the rattle reel. Want to take it? This one right here. It's gonna be this middle line right there in the middle of the screen. There you go. Yep. He's on there. Oh. Okay. Look like a nicer one. Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, be careful. Ooh.
That's good, keeper.
That's our nicest walleye so far. All right.
That was a good nap.
There we go. Yeah. That's a nice way to wake up, huh? I do all the work. You just roll over in your bed and just yank it out of the hole.
Effective.
That's a nice fish. All right, let's get on the bump board.
17, was that right?
Yep. There's 18. Yep, it's a little over 17. About 17-incher pup.
That's a nice keeper.
All right, it's the morning of day 2. We got up here yesterday, as you saw already. We didn't do a great job of recording anything yesterday, but we did catch a handful of fish. Pup obviously caught that giant one last night. That was pretty awesome. I did not mind being woken up for that at all. We got that 17-incher in the bucket this morning. Caught one other small one too. It's about 8:15 right now. I think about 9 o'clock we're going to pack up and head in and try for some pike. We were going to do that yesterday when we got here, but it just didn't quite turn out. We got out here, got set up, and honestly we just kind of weren't terribly motivated yesterday. So, but today that's the plan. So stay tuned. Got him. Got one. Not a big one, but not too bad. All right. There it is. I think that's a good one to end the morning on. Nice quick morning. 4 fish, 2 in the bucket, so not too bad. But we're starting to get packed up for pike fishing. So let's go. Pup, Sean, and Charlie are over there drilling holes. Parker and I are going to come behind them and start putting tip-ups in. But we kind of marked some spots that we caught some fish before. So anywhere you see these little black poles are where the holes are going to be. All right, first flag of the morning. All right, so just let it go a little bit, Charlie. Okay, now just lift the tip up carefully from the edge. Yep, that's fine. And then grab the line, just pull it down. There you go, more. Okay, now set the tip up off on the side. And then just kind of start. No? Keep going. Once you start going, keep going.
Something on there.
Yeah? Okay. All right, not huge, but that's his first fish. All right. Good deal. All right, we'll get the jaw spreaders and the pliers in there. Don't get your hands all cut up. It's not worth it. All right, how long was it, Charlie?
22.
22. Okay. All right, let's slipper that back down in there.
Okay, I'm gonna get the first fish over there.
All right, there we go. Nice job. All right, pups, I didn't really get a chance to talk to you about your fish last night or yesterday or this morning or whenever it was. So walk us through it.
All right, well, so I was actually sleeping with my phone on, the radio station going, and I was telling these guys. Also, I heard the rattle reel kind of go off. Complaint. So I'm like, is that the rattle reel? Complaint, and then I kind of noticed, okay, the wind's not blowing. And then I saw it, complaint, and it wasn't, when you had it, it wasn't going very fast or very hard anyway.
Right.
So then I got up, turned the light on, went over there, set the hook, and it just felt like a normal fish at the time until I got about halfway up. And I'm like, oh, this might be an eel pout, because it kind of felt a little weird.
Yeah.
And I just kept pulling on the line, and finally the head kind of popped up, and I'm like, Scott! I could just tell by the way the head was. Scott!
Yeah. How many times did you holler before I...
Like 3 times.
Yeah.
You might want to get over here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I hustled lower as fast as I could, and I just thought I was dreaming.
Yeah. It was a nice fish.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It's a quarter. I would say the one I have mounted was 29.5.
Yeah.
So this is a quarter smaller, but probably
Twice as thick.
a half a pound heavier.
Okay.
Maybe even almost. So that one I caught on Sugar Lake was 9.5, and I can't remember if it was like 29.5. It might have been just like 9 pounds.
Right.
This is almost a full pound. But that thing, what I liked about it was the tail on it.
Yeah.
If you see the screenshot of the tail, it was just, and it was thick.
Yeah. Good
7
healthy
inches
fish.
wide on
Right.
the board.
Right.
So
Crazy.
maybe 7, 14, let's say 16, 18-inch girth maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, it was worth getting out of bed for, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course I told you I probably will not, my rattle reels will probably not go off today.
Probably not. Well, mine didn't go off at all last night. And Sean, Charlie, you guys didn't have rattle reels out last night?
No.
You gonna put them out tonight?
Yep.
Gotta be fishing every second you can, right? So we're out pike fishing today, as you already know. Got our tip-ups all set up. You guys saw that one that Charlie caught already. So, nice little evening. Looks like it's gonna get a little bit sunnier as the day goes, so that'll be great. Always a good thing for pike fishing. All right, this one went up. Sean's turn. Hasn't spun it all yet. So this is the moment where you're like, okay, do you wait Or do you start picking it up and try? Oh, there it goes. All right. Now it's like, okay, do you grab it and just set the hook, or? I would just let it run.
I always say the good thing is it's going slowly, so
Yeah.
usually those little guys just want to take it and run. So it's kind of a good sign.
Yeah, so at this point, you could probably just grab the line whenever and just set the hook. Because it's probably... Yeah?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Delete everything I just said.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I think he might be on there, but
Oh,
it's
really?
good.
Okay. Oh,
See
yeah.
what I said?
Yeah, he's on there.
Not anymore.
Oh, did he come on?
Yep.
Oh, man. Do you feel okay? Ooh,
Delete everything
perfect.
I just said.
Perfect. All right, this tip up is down the hole a bit, so we're going to use this mat and kind of get it propped up on here. I only have one hand free, so I'm going to stop recording and show you. So now it's all set up a little bit better, a little more sturdy. All right, flag. Parker deferred his chance till later. Was that spinning pretty good?
Slow.
I can feel them.
See, I said flag that time.
Oh, I think I got them.
That sounds just like the one I had. I'm sure it's the same one.
Ah, all right. They're getting bigger. Oh, nobody grabbed the slide.
That was my job.
Yeah. Did you guys, Sean and Trey, you guys want to keep a fish?
Yeah.
It's probably a keeper.
26.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Those are a little bit easier to clean too.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet deal. Good job, pup. Now, what are the chances that's the one we saw on the
Well,
the
it's
Panoptics?
6 feet that way, and then the flag went up, right?
right?
I would say a pretty good chance.
That's crazy. We'll explain that in a second here. It's getting sunny out, so hopefully the pike fishing will pick up here. We were getting a little bored. We decided to take the Panoptics and turn it into a tip-up checker. The pole isn't long enough that we have, so we had to put in some good ingenuity and make it longer. And we, no lie, put it down, saw a fish on the graph about 6 feet away, kind of towards Charlie, and then it swam that way, and I panned and followed it, and then that flag went up. Am I lying, pup?
You're not lying.
Am I lying, Sean?
Nope.
Am I lying, Charlie?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't know. Spike, I know you're watching this and you're probably thinking, you did what with my live scope? Yes, we did that. We did it, but
Yeah, so the next time we borrow your live scope, can you please get us a longer pole?
yeah,
That'd
I
be
mean,
great if you could
come
do
on, a 32-inch pole. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, here in Minnesota, we
Not
have
here.
3.5 feet of ice.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
next time we borrow your equipment, we'd appreciate it if you had the proper gear for us.
yeah. I mean, it's the least you could do. Anyway, but that's what we got rigged up. So we're gonna put it back down and see. Who knows? I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, it came off right at the hole.
Well, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Have you missed yet?
Nope.
Oh, me neither. All right. Well, better luck next time.
I'm gonna blame
Beginner's
Sean's,
luck,
I'm gonna blame Sean's tip up. What kind of hooks you using on here? Are you using Gamagutski? Gamagotchki?
I don't know.
So actually, same thing that happened last time.
Red one, that-
Scott saw it on the live scope, Panoptics, whatever it's called. Oh, it's going over that way, and boom, up went the flag. Anyway, 2 flags here probably in the last 10 minutes, so things are starting to pick up. There you go, Jeff.
Okay, so our thing is rigged up like we were showing you, and right there at the 45 mark, that line is that tip up right there. Well, I know it's that tip up right there because Sean put a arrow showing which direction we're looking at. We're getting fancy. We're getting fancy. Anyway, we'll probably leave this on for a little while and watch it. But we saw that last fish on there too, so that was kind of cool. Okay, we are marking some fish there. You can see that red line almost at the 20 line. That red mark at the 20 line there. And then there was another one that was coming from that direction, going towards the tip up. All right, we just moved some tip ups around a little bit, and right away, this one's spinning like crazy. All right, you can probably just grab it right away, Charlie. And just give it the old hook set. Yeah? Okay. Well, the way you're pulling it, it seems like it's maybe an okay size one. Oh, Jesus. There it is. All right, nice job. Holy cow. Here, turn it this way. Grab its belly and hold it. There you go. Nice job. Okay. Let's, Pup will get the board out. A couple quick pictures.
35?
All right. All right, get it on there. There we go. 34 and a quarter? 34 and a quarter. 34 and a quarter. Nice. All right, pick up one more time there, buddy.
One more video. Nice.
Okay, then you're gonna lay it on the ice on its side. Okay, don't just shoot it away, just kind of slow it down in there. Nice job. All right. Hey, it pays to move, right? If something's not working, you got to change something.
Change something, yeah.
So we drilled a hole in way in closer than we thought we needed. Now we're going to be moving tip ups. So let's go. All right. So we moved a couple tip ups, and this is one that we moved. All right. Right. Just grab it. Oh, it's still moving. Yeah, you do, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, all right, all right. Nice one. All right. That's a good one.
That's an eater.
All right, yeah. Smoke that thing there. There we go. Good deal. The move has paid off. We'll get on the bump board and take a look at how big it is. Sean's guess is 26. All right. push
Yeah,
it.
he's a-
There you go.
25 and a half.
25 and a half, 25 and 3. Yeah, 25 and a half. All right, nice. All right, keep that one.
Yep.
Okay, good deal. Pup's doing a nice job of remembering the sled. We always seem to forget the sled when we go. And that hole right there is the one that Sean, or that Charlie just caught that last bigger fish on. So the question is, do we move another tip up? We're picking the tip ups up, and then we're gonna head over and walleye fish back at camp. It's about 5:45 right now. So we'll get back there and be fishing by 6:30 or so. So that'll give us a good chunk of time this evening to make some dinner and get some fishing in. The plan is to come back out here again tomorrow and do this all over again. Not sure if we'll stay as late tomorrow or not and try to get more walleye fishing in the evening, but the plan is to come back out. We're gonna start off tomorrow where we left off today, and kind of see how that works out. And if we need to adjust, we'll do that. Got to figure it out one day at a time. All right, got one on the rattle reel, guys. Okay,
That's
all
a
right.
massive one.
Yeah, little guy. All right.
It's the biggest one we caught all night.
Yeah, monster.
Monster of a fish.
Okay, all right, throw it back down. Oh, there he goes. All right. Oh, that was fun anyway, huh?
What do you think that was?
I don't know.
That was about 2 tiles. Oh. 2 feet?
First batch is in there. Pup says the oil's not hot enough. He's probably right. But it'll be good. Alright, the first batch is done. I'll show you that in a second. We're going to check the oil, make sure it's good for the second batch. You guys are saying yes. Alright, here you go, Pup. Pretty much what I did the first time. Alright, so he's going to get those in there.
Almost even a little bit hotter, I think.
A little bit hotter. Here's the first batch, though. And Pup tried a piece. He said it was good. I agree. Can't beat that. Nice. Good job.
John, I'm
The
gonna try not
last
to spray
batch, yeah.
oil on your hands.
Ooh, yeah. Oh. All right, one more.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. The last batch. Looking good. Oh, Sean, look at that one. Nice one.
Okay.
Yep. So
Bunk
that's the. How long is
Go
your
back or
bunk
what?
board? How long is your bunk board, Pup?
23.
23.
Does
All
that
right.
go back or
So we're
what?
23. Yeah, it's got to go back.
What's a 20?
This 20?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
21.
20.
Like
Well,
I said.
yeah.
Well,
21.
the board is 20, so it's like
Yeah.
20 and a half
Yeah,
inch or
20
so.
plus some.
21. Like I said.
All right.
Go back or
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So he's right.
Okay, next time we catch,
Oh,
next time we
poor
catch it,
fish.
it'll be 29 and a quarter.
A lot.
12.
52, yeah.
All right. 12
Hey, no, this
points.
goes down.
12 points. We got 12 points there. So we have a rattle reel down here, and I've got my helix going. And we just saw a mark, so I just kind of gave a little jig, 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 and you can feel it dunk. Let her go, and it's cleaned up. So nice job. If we get another one on here, we'll actually show that part.
Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, and I haven't been recording very much because my phone's been just acting up. But I'm going to show you what's going to happen here in a little bit because I got one on my rattle reel. He is still on there. Now, before this one comes up, I just lost a hook, so I had to re-hook. But this is what we've been catching a lot of. Bunch of little sockers. This guy's gonna go back. said, I haven't been doing much recording. Scott's been doing most of the recording this weekend. But maybe if I got this thing figured out, I can get some more done today. Remember, you're not missing much, because that seems to be what everything is, except for that nice walleye that I caught the other day. And we are catching some 16, 17 inches. I think we threw back at 23 yesterday from out of here, same rattle reel spot.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
There's a nice one. All right. I was just gonna change lures, and this guy came shooting in from the side. Players, Parker, right there, buddy. Come on, give it up, give it up. All right. Get that one on the nice walleye. Get that on the bump board and see how long it is.
That would make a good play.
All right, get it on there. "18 inches, pup." So we'll keep that one. All right, 18 inches. Nice Lake of the Woods walleye. Okay, just gonna lift it up a little bit.
Go to that red wheel.
You want to jiggle this one in that other hole over there?
The hole that's full of
Oh, here we
poopy
go.
stuff.
Here we go.
It's coming right.
That's a nice one, whatever that is.
There's like another tile long.
All right, Parker, what's on the menu this morning?
Waffles and chocolate milk.
Waffles and chocolate milk. There's my waffle. Got some more on the heater up there. Parker's devouring his. We got live scope going. Oh, Parker's got him, maybe.
That seems like a little dinky one, but
Little dinky one, little sauger. All right, well, it's a fish. There we go, Parker.
isn't that a nice one?
He just nailed it too, pup. All right, that's what we're head on. Just kind of ripping, just shot in and nailed it. And there was a second one there too.
It's still down there.
All right, about 15 inches. All right, nice walleye. Okay. All right, we are done walleye fishing for the morning, and we're gonna head in like we did yesterday and go for some pike. Sean and Charlie caught a burbot last night, and we'll get the story on that later while we're out pike fishing. So let's go. All right, we're heading to tip up. All right. Ooh, it broke off. Was that a big one? Oh, All right, that one broke off. I don't know if it bit through the line or if there was already a bad spot in the line, but it broke right down by the hook. Pup said he saw it. Said it wasn't huge, but it obviously was a nicer fish. Probably gonna have to go around and check all the tip-ups now and double check the leaders, make sure there's no other nicks and things like that in the line that would cost us another fish. That's really frustrating. That's on me. It's my equipment. Probably should have been checking that stuff when we put the smelt down. Dang it. All right, we went through all the tip-ups. There was one other one, actually two other ones, that had some nicks in the leaders, so we changed those out real quick. Hopefully we won't have another break off. But we just figured out yesterday we had about 7 flags, a couple extra ones that we think were just accidental trips or something. So we're hoping to replicate that today. So what happened?
The rattle reel started
going off
pinking a little bit.
like 2:30 and
Definitely there.
woke up,
Feel
set the
something.
hook, and he took more line than I expected he was going to.
Yeah.
And brought him up in the hole. I could tell it was something weird looking.
They come up backwards?
No,
Some-
kind of belly first almost.
Yeah, sometimes they get kind of towards the hole and then their tails kind of curl up and come out of the hole and they kind of plop out sideways almost. They're weird.
Then I wasn't for sure if you could touch it or not, or where you should grab it. 'Cause I've
Oh.
never seen one before.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
Really interesting.
There are no barbs on it like you would maybe think there were, like on a catfish.
That is a
Yeah.
neat ball. Get 'em up there.
Nope, they're just slimy and they just wriggle.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you guys had
That
your
is
bait
what we're
right on
looking
bottom last night?
Yep.
Okay. Dead minnows? Live minnows?
Minnow.
What's that?
It was a live 1 minnow
Live one middle, but on bottom.
on bottom.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Nice job. We got a flag. Just saw it spinning. This is the same one that Pup broke off on earlier. So we'll see what's here. No, you can take it if you want. It was spinning. All right, there we go. Oh, a nice tangled mess. All right, good job, Parker. All right, I measured that one. It was 24 inches, so we're going to keep it. We kept a couple yesterday, as you probably saw, so we'll add that to the mix. All right, so there's one tip up that's in really super shallow, like 1 foot of water between the bottom of the ice and the bottom of the lake. And Pup has just been dying for this one to go off. It just went off. Do you see it spinning all yet? It's spinning? Go ahead and take it, Pup. Oh, look at that, just going. So that one broke off last year and we had to fix it. Alright, Pup says it's a little guy, but nonetheless. Alright. Hey. It worked though, Pup. Pup and I were just having the conversation about is it too shallow?
I was staring at it too.
Well, Pup, that didn't quite turn out the way we had hoped, huh?
Little guy.
Yeah. But
We're
we ended up,
only in, what, 5 feet of water there? 4 feet of water, and the ice is 3.5 feet deep.
yeah, when you look down the hole, you can see bottom. And
Thought for sure it was gonna be
we had that smelt pretty much right on bottom there. So we've heard that those big pike like to roam really shallow, so we thought we'd give it a shot. And there's still hope. At least we know there's fish in that shallow, which is kind of interesting, just to kind of know that, if nothing else. But we're gonna keep plugging away here. It's about 1 o'clock, pup.
Yep.
I think we're gonna give it till at least 3, maybe 4. Kind of depends on what happens here the rest of the afternoon. Stay tuned.
It's spinning, I can see it.
I'd rather take it with one a little bigger. If he's gonna,
Yeah.
I don't want to go inside.
All right, Parker. How's lunch? Good. All right, so Pike Fisherman's lunch: summer sausage, cheese, crackers. Although Parker doesn't eat cheese. Pop had a sandwich, some Pringles. Ooh, Parker, do we have any potato chips left? Okay, let's try to grab this line out of your way a little bit. Oh boy, that looks nice. Nice job. Yeah, that's all right. Rookies. Nice job, Sean.
Not skunked.
Not skunked. All right. Right in the corner of the mouth. Good looking fish. Let's get on the buckboard here. Quick, you got the players. Where you got it? All right. Let's get over here. All right. I got the nose on there. All right. What do we got there, guys? 33 3/4. 33 3/4. All right. Pull up one more time for a quick video, a little picture. All right. Look at that guy. Nice. All right. Nice job, Sean.
There he goes.
Nice kickoff. All right. Nice and quick, right? Yesterday we saw some guys in this red shack catch a fish, and they had that thing all the water for like 5 minutes. But anyway, all right, sweet. This is the same hole, Charlie, that you caught your fish out of yesterday.
Is it?
Yep.
That big one?
Yep. Sweet. Good job, Sean. We are just getting finished up with that one that Sean caught, and then this flag went up. You can see it spinning from here. Parker's on it. All right, hey, that happens sometimes. All right, just a tiny guy. All right, we'll get that one unhooked and put it back down. All right, let's get you back down there. Okay, there we go. It's spinning, pup, it's spinning.
What happened?
All right, I'm sure the audio is gonna be horrible on these clips, so I apologize in ahead. This hole has been busy. It was. Oh boy. Alright. Pup says it feels good. Tell us what you need, bud.
I just feel like I'm stuck out.
There you go. Pup's notorious for not saying anything. Was that a head nod?
He's taking that was a lot of slandering.
Oh, this is a little hole too, isn't it? Just watch that bobber thing. Good job. I saw the head.
Is this the...
Same one.
So yeah, the bobbers are catching.
You need to stay.
Okay, turn it up. Look at that fish. Nice job, pup. Nice job. All right. All right, there we go. All right, nose is on there. Hook for nose.
Still not 40.
Still not 40. 38 and a half. There's the same pup.
38 and a half.
38 and a half. Yeah, right there. Okay. Put it one more time.
I feel heavy this thing is.
Come on. Okay. All right. Okay. Whoa. There he goes. Boom. Good as he was when he came up. Next. Good job.
We're on our way to another tip up. See what happens. It's spinning, he says. All right, well, we'll put that one back and we'll try again.
The hot hole. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Everything's different out there over here. Well, could be awake for one, Parker.
Yeah, take it.
I don't know. What do you think?
I'd go ahead and lift the tip up.
Yeah, how much line's on that one? Oh, that one,
I think he's probably got it. Help him with the line over there so he doesn't get all tangled up. Yep. Let him have it a little bit. There you go.
Over here, I like the feel of it.
It could be dry, Charlie.
Alright.
Seen it. Looks pretty big.
38 4/4.
Yep. Okay, there you go. Okay. There you go. Nice. Got some battle scars on that one. Scars there. Alright. There you go. Nice one. Sweet. Nice deal. Alright, nose on there. 32 and a half. Alright, 32 and a half, Charlie. Nice job. Okay, we'll get the hook out and get going. One last go. Okay. Alright. Back down the hole we go. That's the sign of a good healthy fish right there. Alright. Nice job, Charlie. Do you guys see it spin at all?
I watched it go up, but I didn't see it spin.
Alright, I guess I would lift the tip up a little bit. See where the bobber is.
There's something in there, I think.
Line looks sideways to me. Looks like it goes kind of towards Charlie.
Yeah. I don't see the bobber.
So he might just be sitting there with it.
Give him a second.
Yeah, I would just give him a minute here. I guess I would.
Give it a little tension and see what you feel.
Yeah.
I mean, like when you pulled it up, I saw it spin.
That line's going to go right back into your lap there, Sean, too, when you pull it out.
It's moving a little.
Yeah, why don't you come around this side of the hole? Because now you can, when you hook set it, you'll hook set it the direction, you know, if you feel something there. Ah, alright. Alright, look at it. Looks like leeches, Sean's thinking there's like leeches in there. Some kind of thing. probably some kind of parasite you're not supposed to touch.
Oh, that's a leech.
Yeah, sure. So they came out, and Sean's like, look at these, there's leeches in here. You got a leech on your finger. All right. Huh, I've never seen that before. All right, Parker, this may be your last one.
No, hold on to the input.
Oh, let's see, is it spinning? Here, come on this left side of it. Oh, yep. Did you see it?
Probably,
Probably, yeah.
probably, yeah.
Focus on the line.
Another one. A Canadian pike or an American? You're getting close to the line over here.
Runner.
Get your head down the hole there, pup. Take a look.
It's not too bad.
Okay. Parker, don't give it too much slack though, buddy.
You just tell me when you want me to help you. You know, I didn't do yet.
He does your method. Just yank it out of there. Don't step on it. All right. Gonna pick it up and hold it? Smile. All right, there we go.
Who said
Yeah, 28, 28 3/4.
All right, Parker. Good job.
All right, slide him back in there.
We're gonna keep them.
Oh, you're keeping him? Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind.
All right, we got a flag here. Scott confirms it is spinning. I forgave my turn. So now it's Scott's turn. I was just telling the viewers at home that I forgave my turn.
Not too bad. $29.25. 29. All right, as you can see, we're no longer pike fishing. We picked up all the tip-ups. We actually went into the Wigwam Resort and had some dinner tonight, so we didn't have to worry about doing any cooking when we got back to the shack, and that's where we are. It's about 8:30. Gonna do a little walleye fishing here, and then we're going to get together and play some cribbage for a little bit. If anything happens tonight, we'll show you. Otherwise, we'll see you in the morning. Last day of our trip. It's about 7 o'clock. Just woke up. First one's on the board. Oh, he's on there. Little guy. That's a little walleye though. Got him. Oh no. Not off. Guy from Adrian's came out and said that they're recommending people get off the lake this morning. So we're getting everything kind of packed up. We still got a rattle reel in, another rattle reel in, got a jig pole in. So we're gonna do some fishing while we are packing up, right Parker?
Yeah.
But time to kind of end the trip. Always kind of a bummer moment, but it is what it is. Every trip's got to come to an end. School tomorrow. All right, we're off the lake. We got all packed up. We're heading back to Pup's house and then back to Wisconsin. So we want to thank Sean and Charlie for coming out fishing this weekend. You guys have a good time?
Oh yeah, great
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah, good. And we caught some nice fish. So you can never complain about that. Pup, good weekend?
Good weekend.
Yeah, Pup and I were talking on the way in that between his walleye and his pike, it could have been an expensive weekend, right? 1.5 inches away from 40 and 1 inch away from 30. Well, less than an inch away from 30, right?
Yeah.
So a couple of trophy fish for sure. Parker, where'd Parker go? Okay, anyway. All right, well, that's going to do it for this edition of Team Johnson Outdoors. As always, thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and guys,
See you next time.
we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Let's go.
Subscribe. Yeah, we can make it bigger, Dad. Look at that behemoth. Look at this behemoth. It barely fits in the camera. Oh. You see, so we gotta back up because how big it is.
All right. Little soccer.
I don't think it wants to go back in the hole, Dad.
He'll figure it out.
I think there might be a surgeon down there. Oh, that's a little dinky one. Hey, I'll bring this to Sean for you.
There we go.
Hey, Dink.
Got a little tiny guy. Monster, Parker.
Such a big one.
Such a big one.